Welcome to Money Patterns Decoded. Money is never just about money. It is a pattern. Today we expose one of those hidden patterns, see exactly how it controls your finances, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Here's a sharp observation. One single price, one childhood memory, one humiliating ledger entry can quietly cap the next 10 years of your income. You never loudly announce that limit. You live inside it. You price work. You accept offers. You say no to opportunities because an old line in your head says, "This is all I can ask for." Millions of dollars of possibility are often blocked by a one-line script buried in early experience. I call that pattern the anchor node. Loosen that one point, and the field widens. This episode shows you where that node comes from, why it holds, and the exact 1-minute daily shift I use with clients to unfix it. One shift changes your financial destiny. First, the psychological mechanism. In childhood, long before you knew how contracts work, you learned value through small, electric moments. What your parents paid for something, the price you saw in a lunchbox, the way you were shamed for asking for more. Those moments become a reference price, a neural set point. Over time, the brain economizes. It builds a budget for what you can expect, what you're allowed to ask for, what safety looks like. The result is a fixed earning range, an internal salary cap, anchored to an emotional event rather than to market reality. That cap is self-reinforcing. You ask for less, you get less, the memory gets confirmed, and the neural pathway strengthens. Now, the esoteric angle. Imagine the money field as a geometric web. Sacred geometry applied to human behavior. In that web, a node can act like a keystone. One small point holds the pattern of the whole field. In Rosicrucian inner alchemy terms, that anchor node carries concentrated emotional charge and fixes the circulation of value. Numerologically, a formative number or price can repeat as a resonance. 14 becomes the limit, 50 the shame marker, pulling the entire waveform into a narrow oscillation. When a node fixes, it becomes a focal attractor. All incoming signals bend toward it. So you have both a neural budget and an energetic attractor, two converging mechanisms that make the anchor stubborn. That's the mechanism. Here's a reframe. Picture a still pond with a single heavy stone sitting in the center. The stone chills the entire surface. Ice spreads from that center, and even the shallow edges freeze. Remove the stone, and the water can move, warm, carry fish, and light. The anchor node is that stone. You don't need to dynamite the pond. You need to lift the stone carefully, one practice at a time. Imagine the surface opening where the stone sat, waves of earning possibility returning to the edges of your life. Now the practical high-impact daily shift, the anchor ledger. It takes 1 minute. Do this each morning or before any pricing conversation. Step 1, micro-journal, 20 seconds. Write one line, name the anchor. Be specific. My anchor is the $20 lunch my mother made me feel small for buying. Or my anchor is being told freelancers aren't worth healthcare. Naming removes fog. Step 2. The 4-to-4 breath node clearing, 20 seconds. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Visualize the named anchor as a small stone in your hands. Then see your fingers loosen, the stone lift, light through the hole. Step 3. Immediate reprice action, 20 seconds. Make one tiny real adjustment in your ledger, raise a fee by 5%, or list one service at a new price point, or enter a placeholder line in your accounting that reflects a higher earning possibility. The combination is cognitive, somatic, and behavioral, journal to interrupt the narrative, breath to shift the nervous system, ledger action to update external reality. This is structural work, not magic. Safety note before you try it. This practice can pull up old memories. If you feel overwhelmed, stop, sit quietly, and if needed, reach out to a therapist. This exercise complements financial planning and mental health care. It does not replace them. If the memory is acute, use the breath and journaling gently, and postpone any large financial moves until you have support. A quick composite example. A client grew up with a parent who equated love with frugality. Her anchor was a childhood rule: you don't spend on yourself. She named that sentence, practiced the 4-to-4 clearing each morning for 2 weeks, and then listed a small premium consulting package at a price 12% higher than she normally would. The first week she noticed fewer, clearer inquiries. By month 2, she had 2 new contracts at the higher fee. The anchor didn't disappear in a day, but the field widened enough for her to notice opportunities she had previously filtered out. Recap. The anchor node is a single-point scarcity that acts like a keystone, psychologically formed, esoterically reinforced. The anchor ledger is your surgical toolkit. Name it, breathe it loose, reprice your reality. 1 minute a day compounds into neural rewiring and measurable ledger changes. Over weeks, that shift alters both how you feel and how much you earn. One shift changes your financial destiny. If you want the full protocol, the chapter, the workbook prompts, and a checklist of measurable outcomes, explore my complete library at dondesmarques.com. There you'll find guided anchor ledger scripts and deeper Rosicrucian node clearing sequences you can adopt safely. Start today. Open a fresh note, name your anchor, breathe with intent, and make one tiny ledger move. Money is a pattern, awareness is the key. That is the money pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your financial life, explore my complete library at dondesmarques.com.